Hello everyone, myself Himanshu Joshi. I am an assistant professor in Sri Labhubhai Trivedi Institute of Engineering and Technology, Rajkot. Today I will give you a video lecture for the subject Power System 2. Subject code is 3150911. I will start with the first unit, that is the basic principles. In today's lecture, I will give you a detail of power in single phase AC circuit. So let's study this topic in detail. Suppose I have taken a single phase circuit in which the instantaneous voltage is V of t, instantaneous current is I of t, and I have taken a single phase load. So let's assume that instantaneous voltage V of t is given by Vm cos omega t plus theta v. Here V stands for voltage, and instantaneous current is I of t is equal to Im cos omega t plus theta I. Here I stands for current. Now I want to find out the instantaneous power. So to find out the power, I have to multiply instantaneous voltage with instantaneous current. So the equation becomes Vm cos omega t plus theta v multiplied by Im cos omega t plus theta I. So I will rearrange the equation. So I will write Vm into Im and cos omega t plus theta v multiplied by cos omega t plus theta I. Here multiplication of two cosine terms is there. So I will use this formula, that cos A into cos B is equal to 1/2 cos A minus B plus 1/2 cos A plus B. So subtraction of angle and addition of angle. So this equation becomes 1/2 Vm Im. I have taken this both 1/2 as common. So equation becomes 1/2 Vm Im. Here cos A minus B, that means subtraction of both angle. So cos omega t plus theta v minus omega t minus theta I. So this plus becomes minus because we will subtract the both angle. And second cos A plus B, so omega t plus theta v plus omega t plus theta I. So next simplify the equation. This 1/2 to 1/2 Vm Im will remain same. Here omega t minus omega t will cancel out. So resultant angle becomes theta v minus theta I. So I will write simply theta v minus theta I. Here omega t plus omega t, that is equal to 2 omega t and theta v plus theta I. So again simplify this equation. I can write this theta v as 2 theta v minus theta v. So next simplification will becomes this portion will remains same, 1/2 Vm Im into cos theta v minus theta I plus cos, here I will take 2 common from 2 omega t plus 2 theta v. So angle becomes cos 2 omega t plus theta v minus, I will take minus common from here. So this theta v becomes plus and plus theta I becomes minus theta I. So again simplify the equation. I will simplify this cosine term. Here cos angle minus second angle. So I can use this formula cos A minus B. So that becomes cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. So this equation we will further simplify. So this 1/2 Vm Im will remain same, cos theta v minus theta I will remain same. Here we have to simplify this cos A minus B. So this is cos A into cos B plus sin A into sin B. So finally we are having this equation of instantaneous power in single phase AC circuit. Now we have to use the RMS value. Here in this equation we are having the maximum value of voltage and current, but in general we will use the RMS value. So I have to convert this maximum value into RMS value. We already know the formula of RMS value. So let's suppose the RMS value of voltage is mod V, RMS value of current is mod I. So this mod V is equal to Vm by root 2. We know that formula of RMS value is maximum value divided by root 2. So I can write mod V is equal to Vm by root 2 and mod I is equal to Im by root 2. And further simplification, I will use this term theta V minus theta I, that means angle of voltage minus angle of current. In general I will write this as theta. So what we have come, we can replace this 1 by 2 Vm Im by simply mod V into mod I, because in this I can write this 2 as root 2 into root 2. So 1 root 2 I will put denominator with Vm, 1 root 2 I will put in denominator of Im. So Vm by root 2 is equal to mod V and Im by root 2 is equal to mod I. So this equation will looks like, we are having this equation, we will use this notation mod V is equal to Vm by root 2, mod I is equal to Im by root 2, and we will replace this angle theta V minus theta I is equal to theta. Please note that this theta is the angle between voltage and current. So we will change this equation in this much of place. First 1 by 2 Vm Im, so I will write that is mod V mod I. 1 by 2 Vm Im is equal to mod V mod I. Again theta V minus theta I, again theta V minus theta I is equal to theta. Again over here we are also having theta V minus theta I, so again I will replace by theta, and in last sin theta V minus theta I, we will simply write it as sin theta. Again in this equation I can take cos theta as common term, so I will write cos theta. So I will take cos theta common from here, so here nothing but the 1 plus cos 2 omega t plus theta V, because we will take cos theta as common. So next equation will becomes this, P of t is equal to mod V mod I multiplied by cos theta in bracket 1 plus cos 2 omega t plus theta V plus sin 2 omega t plus theta V into sin theta. So next in this equation, this is already equation that I have right over here. So in this equation I can multiply mod V mod I into this entire bracket. So the first part of power will becomes like this, mod V mod I cos theta in bracket 1 plus cos 2 omega t plus theta V. This is the plus sign, same as over here. Again I have to multiply mod V mod I with this term. So this will becomes mod V mod I sin theta into sin 2 omega t plus theta V. So this first part of the equation, we will note that part as PR of t, and this second part we will consider it Px of t. So total power P of t is equal to PR of t plus Px of t. That means PR of t stands for active power and Px of t stands for reactive power. Now further analyze this power equation, we have to study this angle theta in certain depth, and then we will try to further analyze this power P of t. So we already know that theta is the angle of voltage, angle between voltage and current. It is also called as impedance angle. It is also called as impedance angle. Now suppose that you can see this in diagram, that let's suppose V is equal to Vm sin omega t and current I is equal to Im sin omega t minus theta. I have take this angle as reference angle 0 degree. So current lag by minus theta angle. So according to this formula, the total angle theta is equal to angle of theta V minus theta I. So I will take theta V, that is the angle of voltage, so that is the equal to 0 degree, minus sign from the formula. Now current angle is minus theta, so I can write minus theta. So this addition is equal to plus theta. So I can say that for inductive load current is lagging and theta is positive. So you have to note this in your mind, that for inductive load angle is positive, that means greater than 0. Now second case, for the leading case. So let's suppose again we will take voltage as reference. So reference axis I will write over here 0 degree. So current is plus theta, current is leading, so the angle of current is I is equal to Im sin omega t plus theta, that is the plus theta. So again we have to identify the value of theta. Theta is equal to, from the formula I can write theta V, that is the angle of voltage. Angle of voltage is 0 degree, sin minus theta I, current angle is plus theta, so that is equal to plus theta. So overall angle is minus theta and that is equal to less than 0. So I can say that the instantaneous power is decomposed into two components, that I have already written. Two component is PR and PX. So I can write PR as mod V mod I into cos theta in bracket 1 plus cos 2 omega t plus theta V, that we have already derived over here. Mod V mod I cos theta in bracket 1 plus cos 2 omega t plus theta V. So again I have to multiply this Vi cos theta into in this bracket. So this becomes Vi cos theta plus mod V mod I cos theta into cos 2 omega t plus theta V. This will take as equation 1. But if we consider at load side, we are going to take the consideration of average power. Clear? So I can say that here in this equation the average power is 0. So the average power for this active component is equal to Vi cos theta only. This part goes to 0. So the average power PR is equal to mod V mod I into cos theta. Again for the second part, that is the second component of Px of t. So here also the reactive power, or we can say that reactive average power, is again given by Q is equal to mod V mod I into sin theta. So that is the individual active and reactive power for the single phase AC circuit that we will use from the long time. But here we will see that how can we derive this equation, that is the PR of is equal to Vi cos theta and Q is equal to Vi sin theta. We will use this formula since a long time, but today we will see that how can we derive this two formula. So we can say that here active power P and reactive power Q both have the same dimension, but to make a little bit difference, we will take Q as var element. That var stands for volt ampere reactive. So to distinguish active power and reactive power, we will add this term that is called var, volt ampere reactive. This we will use only for reactive power. For active power we will use watt or kilowatt. Let's take some notes of this single phase AC power for our basic element, that is the R, L and C. So we can say that for resistive load, the current is in phase with the voltage. So the total angle theta is equal to 0, because when there is the phasor of voltage, on same we are having the phasor of current I. So the angle of voltage is also 0, angle of current is also 0. So the total angle is equal to 0 degree. So in this case, the reactive element Q becomes 0, because if you will put 0 over here, then Vi sin 0 is equal to 0. So Q becomes 0. So Q is equal to 0 and the power factor is unity. So we can say that total energy is converted into thermal energy or heat energy. So we know that resistance, there is no storage of energy, there is only the wastage of energy, or we can say that there is the only resistance effect is resistive effect is heating effect. So the electrical energy that we will give to resistor is totally converted into heat energy. Now let's consider the inductive load. So in the case of inductive load, current is lag. So we will derive this equation that for inductive load theta is greater than 0. So if theta greater than 0, then Vi sin theta is also positive. And consider the pure inductive circuit. So in case of pure inductive circuit, the angle is theta is equal to 90. Now in that case, active power becomes 0. If you will put theta is equal to 90 degree over here, then cos 90 is equal to 0. So PR becomes 0. So we can say that for inductive load PR is equal to 0, and for resistive load Q is equal to 0. Now consider the capacitive load. In case of capacitive load, current is leading. So theta is less than 0. Now if theta is less than 0, if you will put negative angle in case of sin theta, then this term will becomes negative. So Q becomes negative. So for capacitive load, Q is negative. Now consider the pure capacitive load. So angle is minus 90. Angle is minus 90, and same the inductive effect, the same effect will occurs for capacitive, that is active power becomes 0. So we can say that for L and C, there is no transformation of energy from electrical to non-electrical form. In case of pure capacitive, from power is oscillate between the source and the electric field associated with capacitive elements. This we will understand in our next lecture. This topic or this point we will understand deeply in our next lecture. But right now you consider that there is no transformation of energy from electrical to non-electrical form for pure L and pure C element. So today we will end this lecture over here. Thank you very much, and if you have any question, you can ask me personally in my mobile number, you can mail me, or you can WhatsApp me. Thank you very much.